Well, welcome to the community calendar. Today we have Beth Layton. Hey, Beth. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. And you are on the committee for Young Life, and we are talking Christmas trees. So, what have you guys got going on this year?
Well, yes, we again are going to be selling Young Life Christmas trees, and they're gorgeous. And we're very fortunate to be able to, because with the drought, we have heard that it's kind of going to be a challenge, possibly, to get live trees. So we're excited. Our first weekend is the Friday after Thanksgiving. So we open up. We are again going to be located on Westlake Drive at the laundromat. They are very generous and give us a nice big section so you can look for us there. You can't miss us. We have the Christmas lights up, the trees are out, and of course, you got to have the Christmas music, right? So, no, we're really excited. So like I said, our first weekend is the weekend after Thanksgiving, so that's November 26th through the 28th. And our hours for that weekend will be from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. So then we just kind of keep rolling all the way through Christmas. The following weekend on Fridays, after the initial weekend, we start at 4 p.m. on Friday. So we sell from 4 p.m. to 7 on Fridays, and then 10 a.m. to 7 on Saturdays and Sundays. And so we're super excited. We have white pine, balsam, Fraser, and then of course there's the infamous wreaths that have been made by Beautiful Leaf Gardens, and we will also have some of those for sale as well.
Super. And then you were saying that these are Minnesota trees.
They are, yeah. They come from southern Minnesota, and so we're really excited that, like you said, locally grown maybe.
Yeah,
Can we go there?
I'll claim that's local in Minnesota. We claim everybody, sometimes. Just kidding. Okay, and so then this money all goes toward what?
Yeah, so great question. This goes both to Young Life and Wildlife. So these are, Wildlife is designed specifically for our middle school age kids, so grades 6, 7th, and 8th. Young Life focuses on the senior high, so 9 through 12. And they host clubs, so the money goes to programming for club, for going off to camp, for all these different events, and not only that the kids get to attend, but be a part of. So we're super excited. It's a great fundraiser. It's one of those things where you love to work because everybody comes and they're just so excited. And it's amazing. You really do see the Christmas spirit. Oftentimes someone comes and says, hey, I'll get, let's say a Fraser fir. And then why don't you throw in another tree for, a family out there in need? And it really warms your heart. And amidst all the craziness that sometimes happens in our world, you really do get to see just good, genuine hearts that want to help and just share a little bit of that Christmas spirit. So we're super excited for this opportunity. Again, we kick off the Friday after Thanksgiving. Right now, our ballpark range for price for the Christmas trees are anywhere from $50 to $100. So obviously, the bigger the tree, the more it costs.
Sure. And then who's working at this as you're selling?
Right. We are totally volunteer based. So, hey, Raina, you got a free weekend?
I guess I'm working.
We'll talk later.
Okay.
But yeah, no, we're totally volunteer based. So if you are interested and available to volunteer, please reach out to me. My number is 218-234-1041, and we will get you on the schedule. And yeah, it's so amazing to see the community support that we have for these kids, because obviously Young Life and Wildlife, it is a fun and exciting group to be a part of, but it also is positive. You get to be with caring adults, and then you get to talk a little bit about Jesus Christ and the love that he has for everybody.
Nice. When you first said Wildlife, I thought, oh, you're donating back to the forest.
No, but if you've hung out with middle school kids, you kind of understand.
It's the jungle out there.
No, and it's so great. Peter Paulson, Jessica Pudwell are our area directors, and they do a fantastic job. We have amazing leaders that go to where kids are and connect with them. And then we are fortunate to live in Detroit Lakes. That is a community that cares and steps up, and whether it's attending the banquet that we hosted a while ago, being a part of the Christmas trees, purchasing Christmas, selling the Christmas trees, or even in the springtime when it comes to, some of the fundraisers that we do for camps. We are so fortunate and blessed to be here and have the support and the encouragement that we do.
Yeah, because this is one of the major fundraisers for your year, isn't it? Or
yeah, it's definitely, obviously the triathlon that we do in the summer is big time. But yeah, no, Christmas tree sales is a huge one. It's kind of our hallmark thing. And no, we're super excited to even have the trees. And so yeah, please come out to Westlake Drive, the laundromat. You can't miss us. We're right by Aloro. And you'll see the lights, you'll see the trees. And yeah, we get things cranking on November 26th, 10 a.m.
nice. So that's 4 weekends.
Yep.
And then again, we'll have the times on the screen for you here. So there's a lot to run through. But yeah, stop on out and support Young Life. So Beth, thanks for coming on today.
Yeah, and we just really appreciate TV3 and how they support Young Life and Wildlife and so many organizations. And one little piece of advice, I would get there early because it's kind of a first come, first serve. So once the trees are gone, we close up shop. So
you may not go the full 4 weekends.
Correct. So the sooner you can get out and do your shopping, the better.
All right, there you have it. Go get your Christmas trees. They're real Christmas trees. You said white pine, balsam fir, Fraser, and then there'll be wreaths made by Beautiful Leaf Gardens. And I've seen some of her work, and it's phenomenal. So
it is. I mean, literally, people are like, "Do you have any left? Do you have any left?" So no, we're so fortunate for Mona Bainey and her donation of those wreaths. It's 100% profit right back to Young Life. So that's incredible.
Super. All right. Thanks, Beth. And if you want to get your event on the community calendar, make sure you give us an email here at my email address. It's rzimma at Layton Broadcasting, and we will be back with another segment of Community Calendar. Well, welcome to the Community Calendar. Today we have Holly Heiserer. Holly, it's the most wonderful time of the year. My favorite is the Advent concert miniseries.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it that well, Rena. Good.
And it's in person this year, right?
It will be in person and live stream this year, Rena. So that's something that we weren't able to do last year. We only were able to live stream it. This year it will be in person and live streamed. So people have their choice as to their sense of security as far as COVID is concerned. But yeah, that's the way we're going to go with it this year.
Awesome. I'm so excited. You have a nice list here of the dates and who you're going to be having. So take it away.
I'll take it away. All right. Beginning Wednesday, I'll say Wednesday, December 1st, in fact, very first day of December, we will begin with Tim Egerbrotten as our first Advent mini concert. He's always so willing to come and help us out and perform for us and share his energy and his enthusiasm and his inspiration. It's just a joy to have him. And so he will be our first performer on our first Wednesdays in Advent program.
And we should say this is all at First Lutheran Church right here in Detroit Lakes.
Yes, 912 Lake Avenue across from the courthouse. And it's entitled Wednesdays in Advent for that reason, very first part of Advent season. And it's a time of remembering and reflecting and quiet time in the midst of the holiday hustle and bustle, and just a time for people to sit back, relax, and enjoy the music. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And, you know, Anita Price, I would say maybe 10 or so years ago, suggested I come to one of these. And I am so glad she suggested that, because I enjoy, so I obviously I videotape them and put them on TV3, sure. But I enjoy listening to everybody.
It's really, how do I say it? It's a nice surprise for people who have never been to them before. I think some people come expecting to have a sermon and a whole service, something like that. But no, these are just Wednesday mini concerts for the public to enjoy, and there is no ulterior motive involved. It's just to come and listen to some fun Christmas music and, like I said, reflect on the quiet time of the season and enjoy that.
Yes, and they're a half an hour, right? Or 35 minutes,
35
maybe.
minutes, however we run it, however the length of the programs run, we try to do it on the lunch hour. At least that was the official idea, so that people who are working can then come on their lunch break and enjoy the concerts. As time has evolved, we are finding that more people are retired but are coming, and so those people who are coming for their lunch breaks are probably the same people, but we're getting more and more retired people and people who just, again, want to come and sit and listen for a while. Bring their friends, their reading clubs. I know reading groups are coming who, that's their social time, and then they get together they invite their reading group friends and things like that. So, again, all venues of people are enjoying these concerts.
Yes, and it's a nice big open space within the church. And it's really a nice opportunity to see all the different talented people in the community. I mean, there's a lot of people. So who else do you have coming?
On Wednesday, December 8th, the First Lutheran Bell Choir, named the Alleluia Ringers, will be performing, and they will be performing a variety of, again, holiday music. And then after the bell choir will be a small group of vocal singers, a quartet, and the people of that quartet are Laverne and Judy Maxwell, Janelle Madej, and Jean Gaffney. And they have been singing for services at First Lutheran at times, and so they're becoming even more polished as they practice more often, but they were more than happy to be willing to come and sing for part of the mini concerts in Advent.
Nice. And then you've got coming up on Wednesday, December 15th, someone who is a phenomenal musician.
Yes, Rich Johnson, wonderful saxophonist this time around. We call him at First Lutheran our First Lutheran Kenny G, because we feel he has equal talent to Kenny G. So if you like Kenny G, you'll love Rich Johnson, but he will come and perform. He will be accompanied by Karen Bimberg, and then along with Rich Johnson, Emma Duncan, another young woman who is a wonderful singer. Oh my gosh, she is so melodious, and her voice is just beautiful. I guess, we sit back and are mesmerized by her singing and the way she puts her spirit into the music that she's performing. So again, Emma is on for the Wednesday, the 15th of December, also along with Rich.
All right, and these start at 12:05, go to 12:35, and then you kind of have like a tentative something here.
Tentative. I can't announce who the last group of people will be. December 22nd, we are hoping to ask a group or maybe individual singers, performers to come, but we just have not determined who that might be. That might be kind of a surprise once you get there. It could be even a Christmas hymn sing-along for that, Christmas music sing-along, because we all could use something like that near the end of the season. So again, that's maybe to be determined and for you to find out when you come. But again, and I guess what I will say, too, if it doesn't happen on the 22nd, that's okay, too. But we are hoping the 22nd of December is just a couple of days before Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day. So it's a very busy time. We know that. But again, it's a good time just to sit back and say, okay, let's take a breath. Let's take a breath and take some quiet time to ourselves. And along with that fact, in the past, we have offered a noon lunch following each concert. Well, again, due to the COVID situation, noon lunches will not be provided this year. So that just encourages people, or I will encourage people, to just take a break after the concerts and go take themselves out for lunch at one of our local restaurants. And hopefully next year we can get back to the actual lunch following each concert. I know that's a very important thing for a lot of people. Another way of socializing during the holiday is to come and have quick lunch over at First Lutheran following the mini concerts in Advent. So another thing to let you know is at this point in time, masks are encouraged, but they are not required. Okay. So that will be your choice as to whether you want to wear a mask to First Lutheran and to the sanctuary there or not. And we're going with that.
Will you have them provided if people don't have any?
Yes, masks are provided at the entrance area to the church. So if you forget your mask and would like to have one, masks are available. So anyway, and that's very important at this point in time. So anyway, and just to let you know too, First Lutheran Church is located across from the courthouse for those of you who aren't quite familiar with where First Lutheran, I have to say it correctly, is located.
Yes. So just to recap, we have the Wednesdays in Advent mini concerts, and that's, as Holly said, at First Lutheran Church, right across from the courthouse on Lake Avenue, correct?
Yes, Lake Avenue.
And then, so Wednesday, the first one is Wednesday, December 1st, and that is Tim Egerbrotten, and he is a phenomenal performer. And then Wednesday, December 8th, the First Lutheran Bell Choir, called the Alleluia Ringers, and then a vocal quartet. And then December 15th is Rich Johnson. He's a saxophone soloist. And then vocal soloist Emma Duncan. And then again, that fourth show, because that's usually always been 3.
Yes.
The fourth show is to be determined, and that's December 22nd. So again, all of this is at First Lutheran Church in Detroit Lakes, right across from the courthouse, and kind of next to health resources and in that area. So,
And just to let you know too that concerts are free. There's no free will offering. It's all concerts are free and they're open to the public. Please invite your friends, invite your relatives, invite anyone that you see. These are such wonderful concerts. And Raina will tell you that after she attended her very first one all those years ago. And I can tell you too, I've been in helping with getting these put together every year, and it's just a joy for me to be able to give this option to people in the whole area for something, I guess, officially music during the holiday, and especially maybe this year when still with the COVID factor, we have to kind of be careful as to programming and options that are allowed to the general public for now. So anyway. Thank you, Raina.
yes, it's always a pleasure. And like I said, it is a really big sanctuary there. So, I mean, there's plenty of distancing available in the
There is
church.
plenty of distancing. And just, of course, the sanctuary will be decorated for the holidays. So, again, it will just give you a good feeling of joy to be there.
Yes, it's wonderful to hear the music and, again, the talented community members that we have here. So I always get a little emotional when I hear like the choir, when the choirs have sang but in the past, and it's just something that you should come and listen to and to watch and kind of support these local singers and musicians. So
That's another thing, too. You're supporting these people who are making the time and making the commitment to helping with these programs. And so it's wonderful to see the support out there, person to person, face to face, and if nothing else, to see the numbers on the live streaming event as you might see it on television as you're watching it, to see the numbers who are listening in.
And so then I imagine you must go to First Lutheran Church's website to get that
Yes,
link.
I'm sorry, I didn't mention that. FirstLutheran.com's website if you want to live stream the concerts. So they will be available then throughout the day. In fact, it won't just be at that 12:05 to 12:35 time frame. Throughout the day, throughout the week, or whenever you want to check in with it. So that's where they'll be available. Mm-hmm.
And then they'll be available on TV3 as well.
That's right, exactly.
So
What did I
I'll
want
be
to say?
there.
Make sure TV3.
I'll be there taping them and get a nice up close view of the singers. So,
Yeah.
Holly, thank you so much.
It's always a treat to come down and talk with you, Raina. It's just fun, and I enjoy being able to come down. I wish there was other things I could do maybe I'll find other things to be involved with and come and talk with you again.
There you
but
go.
Anyway, it's just a treat. Every year at this time, I look forward to hanging out with you guys here at the station. So anyway.
Well, thank you, and it's a pleasure to hang out with you as well. So, all right, that'll do it for the community
Bye-bye.
calendar.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes, Merry
And
Christmas.
happy Thanksgiving. I guess I better throw that in too.
We always forget about Thanksgiving. So, yes. And remember that if you would like to get your event on the community calendar, you can email me. My email's on the screen here. And, we can do it in studio in person, or we can do it over Zoom, whatever your preference. So make sure and reach out to me, and we'll schedule a time to either meet up or do it over Zoom. So thanks very much.